What's going on, guys? And I just wanted to quickly express a thought that I got from watching Bel Air episode, I believe it was 8 or 9. And in this episode, throughout the entire series of Fresh Prince, we see Uncle Phil. He's in the middle of a campaign and he's really pushing very hard to win this campaign because it would propel his career to where he always imagined and envisioned it to be. And he's at the final stage and he's confronting a former friend who's now become a bitter enemy. And in that confrontation, he has the ability to destroy his enemy completely. But the cost of doing so would also destroy his family. It would destroy his credibility in their eyes, and it would reduce him to being everything that he is against. And the reason this decision is difficult not to act on is because his enemy was ready to utilize information that pertained to Will's arrival in Bel Air and basically exposing Uncle Phil. But right when Uncle Phil had the opportunity to really achieve his dreams, he chose not to fall prey to a lack of integrity. And while this resulted in him ultimately losing the campaign and having to give over everything he wanted to his enemy, he walked away with a sense of pride in himself. And I commend Uncle Phil's decision because not many can do this. And it reminds me that in times like these, where you do have the opportunity to stoop low, where you do have the opportunity to destroy your enemy or destroy whatever it is before you, but you opt not to because it doesn't align with your sense of integrity, that's when we see whether or not you are a king or a pauper. You see, the pauper is looking for every and any opportunity. It doesn't matter what the cost is, whether it be his or her family, whether it be his or her body, mind, soul, spirit, he'll give it in order to get those external accolades. Internal accolades are nothing to this man or woman. But you see, a king, he dedicates himself to a higher purview, a higher sense of purpose, a higher sense of morality, because that's what matters ultimately to him. That's where the true victory lies. So are you a king or are you a pauper? That's a question that I'm not just extending to you, but I'm extending to myself, you see, because we live in a world where, honestly, if you do wrong, if you cheat, you lie, you steal, you do every and anything opposite to what's right, you're rewarded heftily. But those of us who choose to walk with integrity have to find an alternative route, and this route is difficult. This route is unrewarded as far as external, right away anyway. But the ultimate reward that you get from walking along the path of integrity is the rewards that you give to yourself, which is that you held fast to what you believed in and you didn't buckle. Even when the opportunity presented itself to get every and anything that you wanted, you chose not to because it didn't align with your personal sense of integrity. And while it might take longer to get to the path or the reward that you're after, the reward will find you. And I'd argue that it would be even greater. Why? Because this reward would have come after hardship. It would have come after you've already reinforced within yourself that you would not buckle or give in to doing things the wrong way. So we always have the decision, especially as brothers, whether or not to be the pauper or the king. The choice is yours. One.